Did you miss the sand cannon?
You may have heard the recent news about 120s actually being really good because of a certain perk. Before we get in today's video, I do have one huge announcement to make. If you guys want cheap Destiny 2 silver, go check out AOA.com. AOA.com sells cheap Destiny 2 silver. I'd highly advise to go check them out. Link in the description below. Also pinned at the top of the comments. Alright guys, so if you guys seen in the recent videos, if you've been on YouTube or any kind of type of social media, you would have seen, if you follow Destiny obviously, you would have seen that 120s are really good again. Now the reasoning behind why 120s are really good all of a sudden, first of all, I'll load us in a control match while I explain why, because I'm trying to save as much time as possible. But the reasoning why 120s are actually really good again is because of this one specific perk right here. So I actually went flawless this week and got this hand cannon, and I saw everybody talking about elemental capacitator, so it was outlaw. I have outlaw elemental capacitator. Now the reasoning why everybody's freaking out so much about elemental capacitator is because I can have maxed range, maxed handling. So maxed handling plus another handling masterwork feels like quick draw and snapshot. And not only would I get the buff from outlaw when I get a headshot kill, so this is a really powerful hand cannon, considering it also has max range and it deals more damage than a 140. I think I can say Igneous Hammer is going to be meta weapon again. Now, if you guys remember 5-10 months ago, 120s were actually meta, and by meta, I mean actually nasty. You could literally two-tap people if you guys remember that meta. But yeah, I'll fast forward it, I'll quit talking, and I'll show you guys how good this 120 actually is. Now, I do actually have a lobby, a lot of Xbox players. If anybody wants to actually send me a friend request, feel free to send me a friend request and I will gladly, I'm trying to accept them. Obviously, I'll be doing live trials help and, end game core activity help when I can actually stream. So that will most likely be during the week and on the weekends. So if you ever need help, come by, stop on the stream, and I'll gladly try to help as many people out as I can possibly. But yeah. Alright, so we've let it in. I'm using Middle Tree Arc Staff with a 120 and an Eye of Soul, Outlaw Elemental Capacitator. So, if you guys look at this, I don't have Quick Draw, or Surplus, or Snapshot. So this is the speed that the hand cannon actually moves at. So this is practically pre-nerf Quick Draw, at least it feels like that. And wow, what a great start. We actually got chained there. I don't want to talk about it. Excellent start, very nice. Alright, there we go. See, 120s are extremely forgiving as well, considering the fact that you don't have to hit 3 headshots like a normal hand cannon. The only downside I would say is that this hand cannon has 8 bullets and a fairly slow reload. So, oh wow, I just got gunned by that Vex. Pretty sad. If you use Vex in a quick play, not gonna lie, it's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. But yeah. So, this 120 is extremely powerful in this kind of... I'm gonna pretend that didn't just happen, right? Alright. So, we're gonna restart, obviously. Let's drop a good game. This is my first game on, to be honest, but... Boom. So, like, 120s don't have much recoil either, so it's fairly good. I would say, like, it's definitely in competition with these next new hand cannons. If you have hand cannon targeting as well. But, like, that's probably the #1 downside, is look at the reload time if you don't have either Lightning Weave or Outlaw, because it only has 8 bullets, so I would have to switch off and lose a bit of range to actually have like 10 bullets, which you want to have as much range on a 120 as possible. Unfortunately, it does suck like that, but boom, like, it's just really nice if you have the Lightning Lead perk as well. But like, you can go on some really nice places. If you have Rampage as well, or even like pre-nerf, you can also get Quick Draw Elemental Capacitator. So like, it would be really fast. There we go. All I'm being sidearm spammed. It's unfortunate. What is that guy using? Is that a... That's a... Okay. But like, 120s definitely have potential again. Have you guys tried out a 120 since the last nerfed them? Because I can tell you right now, ever since the 120 nerf, I have not touched a 120. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie, this feels a lot better than a 140. Because I guess it has less recoil, to be honest. More range. But I definitely would say 120s have potential back to being meta again. You can also use Eye of Soul with this. I forgot I do have a sniper as well. But I'd prefer not to use it when I'm being chased by a Vex Mytho class. Hashtag, we gotta start a trend, nerf X Mytho class. That gun is very annoying. I'm not a fan of that gun, and I hope they nerf it to the ground. Alright, there's one more. Did he bubble? Wow, and they're grabbing heavy? That's unfortunate, dude. Alright, so I'm also gonna use my sniper a bit more, just to try to get some snipers, obviously, because this dude with heavy is kind of getting on my nerves. There we go. Very nice. I do have my middle street arc staff, so I'm gonna go make a play with that. But first of all, I'm gonna show you guys how powerful this 120 is. But like that's 80 and 50 per body. Like so, 80 would be crit, and then the body shot damage is 50. So that's really really good if you think about it. Like that's better than a 140. Close range, it's gonna deal more damage. You're gonna win 90% of hand cannon fights. But Igneous is definitely going to be meta again, in my opinion. I think that this hand cannon has made its long-awaited comeback. Because obviously it needed to come back. Because, not going to lie, as annoying 120s could be, they were a lot of fun, I will say, to use. Just, I remember seeing clips of people getting 7th columns using 120s and all that. Because, you know, they were actually nasty. You could literally 2-tap with the 120. Which I don't think any hand cannon should be able to 2-tap. If I wanted to get more bullets, I believe I'd have to switch off and put the other mag on, which is kind of annoying. But that's like the only downside. Any hand cannon that you can get that to 120 that rolls with elemental capacitor, if it's like an adept, that's why Igneous right now is probably the best, but it has to be specifically adept Igneous. Or you could probably have a regular Igneous, but you wouldn't be able to have 2 max stats. Because, like, it's ridiculous. You should not be able to have max stats on an Igneous hammer. Because that pretty much, like, there is a bit of recoil, but, like, there's practically no recoil on this thing. You're gonna pretty much destroy every person who's using a 140. Because, like, I literally just beat out a Vex Mytho class. That's how good this thing is. And nothing can beat a Vex Mytho class. We all know that, unfortunately. It's a 4-tap to the body. I remember back when it was a 3, like, just a, whoa, tractor cannon! He kind of just yeeted me against that wall, I'm not gonna lie. But a tractor cannon, I do like to see that, to be honest. That's exactly like why 120. That 120 took majority of his health just from a body shot. That's why I feel like this thing has a huge potential to actually be meta. I know a lot of people have actually been making videos on 120s, so I decided to, you know, bring back that nostalgia of 120s. Like, look at that range. Even an Ace of Spades, which is the most ranged hand cannon, would also not be able to outgun that, which is kind of crazy. I'm outgunning auto rifles up close and range. I shouldn't have peeked that. Really bad play on my side. But this is like primarily why I think 120s are definitely going to be the most wise hand cannon to use. You're going to see a lot of this in trials next week, in my opinion. Are you guys going to be using this hand cannon? Let me know in the comment section. Do you guys think it's worth still using, or would you guys stick with a hand cannon like Ace of Spades? I personally think that I don't want 120s to be meta, because it definitely wasn't the funnest meta, but I mean, it's still gonna be interesting because it is nice to have a different meta every once in a while. 140s get really boring over time. I will say 120s do feel really refreshing after, you know, having them gone for a hot minute, but Bungie always figures out a way to bring back like old metas, which I really love. Ace of Spades had its peak moment, and I think Ace of Spades' dynasty is actually coming to an end for another bit, like a long period of time, because Ace usually has its in and out times, but back when it was a 140 and all the other hand cannons were a 150, they made Ace of Spades a meta hand cannon by doing that, so I don't think they're going to leave like 140s in the trash, because I still wow, that guy just got bungeed right there, not going to lie. Ooh, that was a nice shot.
3 minutes left. Fire team that fights together.
Come here, you little warlock. Where are you hiding? But yeah, no, the 120s they're fun to use. I will say the only thing that I couldn't complain about a 120 is definitely the range. I feel like the range is a little too much, especially considering I can max out. Wow, he was trying so hard to get that zone. Do I gotta remind this dude it's not Iron Banner? Like, if you had a 140, you would have not been able to do that. And that's exactly why these things are still meta. I would advise to run. There's a Titan in enraged mode. I'm going. Bye. I don't interact with Titans that are in enraged mode because they're really mad. Like literally enraged. It's not funny at all. Those Titans are really scary. But like, that's an 80 hit per head and a 50 per body. That's exactly why this thing's really nasty and has potential. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below. Let me know your guys' opinions in the comments. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful or informative, any likes or subscribers would be really appreciated. Like always, have a great rest of your day. Peace. Thanks for watching.